What up? Thank you for popping in. Wish you could stay longer, but thank you for visiting the stream. We'll be ready to start here in a minute. I'm eating some toast that I haven't eaten in a while. Okay, I know we're starting late already. Because the stream started late, and now we had to wait another 10 minutes before we actually get started. But we're actually going to play now. Welcome, everybody. It's time for more Higurashi when they cry. I just brushed my teeth, but without really thinking about it before I did that, I had poured myself this glass of orange juice. But now that I've just brushed my teeth, I'm not going to be able to drink that for a while until like the taste of toothpaste is out of my mouth. So I just have to stare at this glass of orange juice in sadness until I can drink it. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, the fool. That's what they call me. Last we left off, it was just all good times with our good friends in Hinamizawa. We got Rina, we got Mion, we got Satoko, and we got Rika. That's all their names. That's all their names. But we do have some extra stuff. We have those tips we have to play. Few tips. Oh my. There's a lot of these apparently. So these are the new ones that we haven't read. The Maibara Manor and the Damn Site Murder / Dismemberment newspaper edition. We're gonna do the Maibara Manor first. I do have water though, so I'm not gonna go completely thirsty. So okay, Chan, you're not stinking rich? What is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for a monthly allowance? About 1,000 yen. My, that's a rather plebeian amount. What a fun title, right? His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. You know, this year cicadas are up for their 13-year nap. No, I've been hearing them. They're very loud. I've been hearing them plenty. They're so fucking loud. I'm chill with them, though. Until they, like, fly at me. Then I don't like them. What are they talking about? We asked out of nowhere how much I get, and then told that's a plebeian amount. Sorry. Rina seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. Kei-chan, your house, you know, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maibara Manor. And it sort of stands out. Maibara Manor? Is it that big? Since the house is so big, everybody is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. See how it could cause some misunderstandings. For my deduction, I wager they spent too much money on building the house, and that's why they are now broke. Being broke. How very, very unfortunate. Rika-chan took pity on me. She patted my head. I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is all grand and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. That's not normal at all. Glass broke. Well, I guess. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. That is a pretty big house. Also not a very good looking house. Sorry, that's mean. Sorry. There are a bunch of different workshops, and lots of his works are hung up in different places. A lot of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people in cars could come in to see the gallery he opens up in the house someday. No, with you sucks balls. No, it's not very pretty, is it? Like, it's just, it kind of looks like Baby's first house in The Sims a little bit, right? Like, my first time building a Sims house, which you can see in my original Sims series. Looks a little something like that. Except I didn't even put a roof on it, but I was certainly using those fuck-ass windows. I literally saw a post today calling his house ass. It's a little ugly looking, I can't lie. It's the extra white house. No, it just doesn't work, right? I think the roof isn't helping. And I don't think it's a very good looking roof. It starts at like the first floor. But like it's too much roof. The roof to house ratio is out of whack. By the way, the entranceway Mion is talking about is the one for the studio. It is normally sealed off. The entranceway that my bar family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Kei-chan's house. Claiming not to be rich, but having a home like that. What could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute hidden. Yeah. Not really. Oh, my hair fell on my face. Oh well. They probably had no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with Spartan rooms. I mean, maybe. This hair on my face. Okay. Hair falling on my face is a constant strain problem, but I don't want to tie it back. If there are carpeted rooms, I would love to try rolling around on the floor. That's very in character for her. Turn evil. Ah! They look okay. It just has an aura, right? I like the console sprites a lot, though. These are okay. I don't hate these particular. I love these. OG awesome. I love them. Look how silly they look. But I do like the console sprites a lot. I like fucking Sadako's smile in the console sprites. She's got the wide fucking mouth. I think it's good. Part of my motivation, even though I like the original sprites a lot, I do like these ones maybe about the same amount. I like them for different reasons, right? But I know that this mod that we're using adds in not only the voice acting, but the CGs that we get in the console version, I think. Should also mention the OG backgrounds that you can turn on from the mod menu. Ooh. But yeah, like the CGs, I think, use the console versions. So for consistency, I've just been using them. Menu. Change art style modes. Oh shit. Oh, interesting. That'd be great, so great. I want to roll around too. It seemed their imaginations were just piling on. Yeah, where was the thing about backgrounds? There's change art style modes. That's P. That's the sprites. Lip sync. NVL ADV mode. I don't know what that means. That sounds scary. Character sprites. Oh, okay. Oh wow, you can affect a lot of things there. Text box opacity. I mean, there's character sprites here. I don't see the option for any background stuff. Well, sometime in the near future. It wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. Dad's a sucker for the ladies, so I might even let them look around his studio. Oh, mod menu. Oh, I probably missed that, didn't I? Oh, duh. Ah. Graphics. Let's see. Oh. Oh, wow. Let's see that. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. That's very different, right? If you really want the authentic experience, it looks like that, huh? This is what the game looked like originally. With background stretching on it probably looks bad, right? Looks... it's not all bad. What does this mean? Oh, I did not want that. Original. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's that's retro. That gives the real experience. I like how it's been looking. I'm cool with console version. Shit, that makes me want to look at all of these backgrounds with the original look. Show me that. Wow, that's weird. It has a vibe to it, right? I'm torn. We'll keep using the console backgrounds, just for consistency. The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered over everything. It was hot, but the air was clear. It smelled like the beginning of summer. Oop, that's the My Bar Manor tip. Now we get to see the damn site murder / dismemberment newspaper edition. From the June, whatever, 1979 edition. Shishibone City of Okinomiya Police Station, June XX, late at night. Suspects, whoever, are arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to wanted lists nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on the XX at 9 p.m. Where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it on the at 8 o'clock in the morning. A report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alerted to having murdered Mr. whatever. In a question at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive was purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Oh, splendid. Gang. Very fascinating, that. I'm sure there's nothing bad about that. Now we can play the game for real. Time to get back into it. We last ended off here. Alright. Oh yeah, we can see the tips menu because I saved on there. We're gonna continue. What does this mean for our jolly good times? They're never gonna stop! We're gonna have a great time all the way through this whole game. Oh yeah, the Colonel Sanders statue. Colonel Sanders? Ah, of course that's right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take home Satoko and Rika-chan. I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear it from Rina, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's so cute, though. Does Rina often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's gonna have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around in garbage is, well... If Rina enjoys it, then I think it's fine. You will turn original. Look at them, they look so silly. I can't get over these remake sprites. They kill me. They're not the same. The console ones are good. These are okay. I don't hate them. Something's off about you. Like, I don't know about Rika. She throws me off. I think it's the hair. They have the hair curve at the top. Like the bangs. They go like this. Well, they're like straight. More so in the original and in the console version. Metamorphosis. I love just seeing their original sprites sometimes because they look so silly. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? You've been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. What's up, fellas? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? Did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. What the hell are you talking about? Satoko. We'd use the cane until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since he shoots right out. Eek, how dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself. Turn original. Who was she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. Usual hijinks ensued. Am I gonna get punched in the face? No. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point of discussion. Keiichi Maibara-kun wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Reina has no objection. What's so funny? I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval. Fucking Rika having to speak for her. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Maibara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. That didn't really clear things up for me. I'm pretty weak, so I prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rina. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? That's what I'm wondering. What are they talking about? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Well, thank you, Rika, for clearing it up for me. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically, this club had put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. By playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that, depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place. And that makes Keiichi tonight's big loser. I'll make this clear right now. We aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? Gamer club? I guess so. What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society. For that reason, you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. Devil child. Of course, I will do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody's aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. Okay, I gotta take an entrance exam. A word of warning, Kei-chan. Rina can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's gonna be rough. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games will put Kei-chan at a disadvantage. So today, we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game? Like Old Bachelor. I don't know what that is. Alright, let's do this. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa, whoa, it won't be a permanent marker, right? Right? Permanent? She wants to draw on our faces with permanent marker? That is perfect! Sadako cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. Kid, you're gonna lose, and I'm gonna draw on your face. I am gonna draw all over your face. I'm gonna draw a stupid looking mustache on you. Seems like she was raring to go. It's gonna be like this, and I can't lose either. I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. Well, I don't know what that is either. There's only one difference. There's no Joker. No Joker? Oh. In his place, one card is pulled out at the start. Meaning there'll be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I don't know card games at all. I'll take out the card now. Mion took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'll be pretty obvious in the endgame. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is? Remember the second rule of our society. Keiji-san must try his hardest to win as well. The number of cards are quite unique. Keiji-kun should be able to remember them pretty quickly. You're healing the gamers. No, they're gonna fucking get me. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Nothing a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. This was a test. And they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. How about I tell you your hands starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Think she got him. By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I am out. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. This kid's getting demolished. Demons. You're all demons.
レナは鬼じゃないよな。
Rina isn't a demon, are you?
ごめんね、ケイチ君。
Sorry, Keiichi-kun.
こっちがハートの3だよね。あーがり。
This is the Three of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Game was rigged from the start. Not even a hint of mercy. Rina, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. Our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match on a deserted island. These guys would probably take to it like fish to water. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. These monsters. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest point total wins.
では、ケイチはビリなので5です。
Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 marked down on my scoreboard.
やっぱりさ、綺麗なトランプでやらないと、ケイチ君に不公平だよ。
I think it's unfair to Keiichi-kun if we don't use a new deck. It's fine, it's fine. Kei-chan is a man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Keep on fighting, yeah? Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi Maibara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. Just as Rina said, several of the cards have their own distinct markings making them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Whoa, great Keiichi-kun, just like that! I cover the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. Fucking JoJo battle happening here, right? Like, this is just the Darby arc. The one with the ripped corner should be the 5. And I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Satoko fanned out her cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. There's a bit of dismay in her expression. You don't say. Like she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip by me. I know. It's this one! Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh rang out. Oh, she's sad. Change art style. What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. It wasn't from memorizing the markings. The slight changes in their expressions as I was selecting her card were enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too.
ああ、みーちゃんがカード間違えるなんて珍しいね。
Whoa, it's rare that Michan gets a card wrong.
違う。
No.
ケイちゃん、あんた、まさか。
Michan, could it be you? He told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch. So I put a new one on it.
ダイヤの2を偽装したというですの？
Are you saying he disguised it as the two of diamonds?
味な真似をするでございますわ。
What an impressive show of wit.
ケイチ、一矢報いましたです。
Keiichi landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap.
やったね、ケイチくん。
That's great, Keiichi-kun.
大戦線だよ。
That was an incredible match, you know. Having defeated the Forerunner Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. By total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed heartily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves.
まあビリは確定だけどさ、最後にミオンから1本取れたから大満足かな。
Well, I'm gonna end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. What is this? A visual novel. That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who is at the top already and ensured victory.
この回、仮にケイちゃんが1着になって
I
も
think I can drink my
トー
orange
タルビ
juice
リが
now.
確定するんだけど、嫌でしょ？
Even if Kei-chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up last place overall. Don't you hate that?
当たり前だ。
Of course I do.
一騎打ちしようよ。
Let's have a duel.
ワンチャンス。
One chance.
勝てたらケイちゃん1位で私ビリの大逆転。
If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it.
ワンチャ
I
ンスだ
could。maybe take this. One chance, you say?
ルールを説明しろ。
Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back.
右手のカードと左手のカード。
The card on my right or the card on my left.
どっちがジョーカーか当てたら、ケイちゃんの勝ち。
If Kei-chan can guess which hand of the Joker's in, then he wins.
今後ろに回した時、ジョーカーを抜いたってことはないだろうな。
When you turned around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you?
ケイちゃんが負けたら、反対の手のカードも公開するよ。
If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand.
それなら OK でしょ？
That okay? The other 3 gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events.
よし、
Alright,
乗ってやる。
you've got it. Right in here. Mion grasped 1 card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First, I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was.
どっちだろう？ケイチくん、慎重にね。
Which one, I wonder? Keiichi-kun, be careful.
ああ、もちろんだぜ。逆転の大チャンスだ。
Yeah, of course. This is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before.
あのカードは？
That card is... I didn't let that bit from Sadako slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Sadako's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker.
ふーん。
Ooh.
ケイちゃんは右のカードを疑ってる？
Kei-chan thinks it's the one on the right.
じゃあ右にする？
Will you choose that one then?
右？
Will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card to the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. Wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? More carefully. Ah. Remember now. That mark, the left card. No doubt about it. 7 of clubs. Hmm.
きっとクローバーの7だね。
The 7 of clubs, I see. I've won. The card on the left was the 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then, just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. Is he fucking laughing like a light Yagami over
さ
here?
すがミオンだよ。
I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. Huh?
ケイイチさんは何を言ってるのでございましょう。
What could Keiichi-san possibly be saying?
だって左
I mean, the left one is...
C です。
Shh.
へえ。
Ooh.
ケイちゃんはどうして右がジョーカーじゃないって。
What makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Kei-chan? Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled.
右のカードが何かは俺にもわからないさ。
I don't know what the card on the right could be,
だが、左のカードがクローバーの7だってことだけはわかる。
but I know that the one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then,
残る右のカードがジョーカーなのじゃありませんこと。
doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker?
必ず左右どっちかがジョーカーという約束でしょ。
One of them has to be the Joker, right?
ああ、
Yeah.
左右のどっちかにジョーカーがあるのは。
One of those is the Joker, right?
ケイイチは勘がいいです。
Keiichi has good intuition.
あ、
Huh?
リカちゃん、それってどういう。
Rika-chan, what do you mean by that? Or what do you mean by...
つまりさ、
So basically,
クローバーの7は
the 7 of clubs.
さっき俺がサトコのスペードの7と合わせて捨てたカードなんだよ。
I discarded that by matching it with Satogo's 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile.
つまり
So that
ミ
means
オンは捨て札を1枚拾って左のカードに重ねている。つまり
Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card, and that means...
そうか、わかった。
You see, I get it.
左のカードをクローバーの7に見せかけているんだね。
This left card is being disguised as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly.
ジョーカーは左手だ。
The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. The 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion.
初代部長として私も様々なプレイングを見てきたけど、
Being the first president of this club, I've been witness to a variety of performances.
ケイちゃん、
Kei-chan,
あんたは
yours
ベ
is
ストだよ。
the best.
ベストオブザベストオブザベスト。
The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory. Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh?
リカちゃんか。
Rika-chan is... Rina and Sadako gaped at us as if they'd seen a ghost.
なんだよレナ。別に俺はインチキしてないだろ。先生堂々と。
What is it, Rina? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? This was fair and square.
リカは慰めるときにしか頭を撫でませんの。
Rika only pets someone on the head to console them. Huh? What's the meaning of... At that moment, Rina let out a small shriek.
ケイイチ
Kechi-kun.
君、こんなことって。
This is how it was.
ケイちゃんならさ、
You know,
こ
Kei-chan.
こまで読んでくれると思
I
う。
thought you would read into it that far. Oh. Oops! Everyone froze. No, it was just me.
賭けだった。
It was a gamble.
ケイちゃんがおてんばさんの早とちりだったなら、負けてたのは私だった。
If you had just jumped to conclusions like a little brat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand.
この負けを誇っていいよ。
Kei-chan, you know, you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victor of this duel. Card under the 7 of clubs. Unbelievable, it was the 2 of diamonds. It was a setup behind the setup. If I'd just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it.
部長、園崎美音の名において、
I, Mion Sonozaki, as the club president,
前原圭一、
do
あん
accept
たの我が部への入部を許可する。
Keiichi Maibara's membership into our club. He read too far into it. As I slumped to my knees, dazed, everybody let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat.
これにて決着。
The match is now over.
本日の優勝は私、園崎美音。
Today's victor is me, Mion Sonozaki,
圭一。
and our exalted loser is Keiichi Maibara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing.
みーちゃんが後ろ手で細工した時、またやるんだって思ってドキドキしちゃった。
When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited, thinking she's going to do it again.
ケイチさんが正解に触れる直前で止まった時にはかかったって思いましたわ。
When Keiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the correct card, I thought he fell for it.
見事に引っかかってくれましたです。
He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly?
楽しくなるようにみんなで盛り上げましたですよ。
Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You...
お前らみんな鬼だ
You're all demons!
袖だし
You monsters! That's tough, buddy.
で、ケイちゃんに罰ゲームだね。
Oh no, they're gonna draw all over my face. Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty.
今日は部活の初日だしね。
Since it's your first day
ソフト
participating,
に行こうかね。
I'll go easy, okay?
いきなり登校拒否になられちゃ困るし。
It'd be a problem if you refused to come to school. The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt-tip marker, and it's a giant permanent one.
さーて、行くよ。
Okay, here we go. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized.
いややめろ
No. No! I let out my death throes. What's she gonna draw on me? Probably a giant penis. Oh well, what can you do? Already been going for an hour? Oh my god. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could go dig out that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence.
宝の山か。
A mountain of treasure, huh?
捨ててる連中もまさかレナに感謝されてるとは夢にも思わないだろうね。
The guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Rena would be grateful to them. Almost makes you forget about the murder we read about. Look, we choose not to think about that. Mountain of treasure, meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh right, Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there.
あそこさ、ダムの工事現場。
Over there, you know, at that damn construction site.
なんかあったんだろ
Did something happen there
昔。
long ago?
そりゃあったよ、戦いが。
Something sure did. A grand battle.
座り込みやったりデモをやったり。
There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I'd listen just the same.
自分たちの土地がダム湖に沈むんだもんな。
It was our land that was going to be sunk into the dam reservoir.
俺だって戦うだろうな。
I would have fought as well, probably.
役人どもは本当に一方的だった。
She's serious. Look, she's serious. She looks so silly. The government guys were really adamant about it,
偉そうで威張ってた。
acting all big and full of themselves.
金で解決できないと悟ると、あらゆる嫌がらせをしてきたんだよ。
Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff.
いやらしい奴らだった。
They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly, as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her.
よく勝てたな。相手は国だろ。
I'm amazed you guys won. You're facing the federal government, right?
村長や村の有力者たちがね、方々に陳情した。
The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions.
東京にも行ったし、いろんな政治家に根回しもした。
They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislators.
そうしてる
With
うちに
legislators.
計画は撤回されたんだよ。
And as a result, the development plan was retracted.
私たちの完全勝利だった。
It was our complete victory.
暴力沙汰とかにはならなかったのか？
There wasn't any violence, was there?
傷害事件とか殺人。
Like assaults or murders?
なかった。
None. She promptly cut me off. The same as Rina had. Her word signaled the end of discussion. Tomitaki-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside.
じゃあね。また明日ね。
Later, see you tomorrow.
ケイちゃんそれ、うちに帰るまで消しちゃダメだからね。
Kei-chan, you can't wash that off until you get home, got it?
わかってるよ。消さねえよ。
I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Damn you, Mion. You shall rue this day. If the rules are ever reversed, I'm gonna go all out. All over your face, so you won't even be able to take it off, even with a scouring pad. Get her. My home. Upon arriving home, I ran straight to my mom, embarrassing myself yet again. The mood I'd come home to was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear.
おかえりケイチ。お父さん大変そうだからそっとしてあげてね。
Welcome home, Keiichi. Dad, he's in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay?
またアイデアに詰まったわけ？
You can't come up with a new idea?
今回は締め切りが重なったからね。
It's because the deadlines are so close together this time.
お父さん充電期間がないと大変だから。
Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Maebaras. Never gone hungry before. Either my dad is a master painter?
家の中をうろうろしないで、表に散歩でも行った方がアイデアが出るんじゃねえの？
Wouldn't it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house?
今回は生活空間がテーマだから、
The theme of the piece this time is in the household.
お父さんこの家をモチーフにしたいみたい。
So it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif. It's quite a bothersome motif.
ケイチ、部屋の中を少しは片付けなさい。みっともないぞ。
Keiichi, tidy your room for once in a while. Looks terrible.
ごめん。後で片付けるよ。
Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Oh, come on, please don't use my room as the motif.
ケイチ、お夕飯までまだ時間があるから、
Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner.
表でも散歩してらっしゃい。
So please go take a walk out back or something. Dad's moods are only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk so I don't aggravate him further.
じゃあそうするかな。
Well, I guess I will then. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. Mion or Satoko ever found out about that. Smiled wryly. Oh yeah. Reno is probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the damn construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. Wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one.
次の部活の時に恩返ししてもらえるかもしれないしな。
She might return the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Matake-san might be there as well. The only person with information about the incident about the Rina and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask for more details. To ask, was there really a dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That was my real intention. Cool bridge. Spotted Rena struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile. Looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomitaki-san wasn't around, I began climbing down the slope unsteadily.
よーレナ、
Hey, Rena.
精が出ますな。
Looks like you're working up a sweat.
あ、ケイチくん。
Whoa, whoa, Keiichi-kun.
どうしたの？
That's me.
こんなところへ。
What brings you to a place like this? Place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it at least.
事故発生の緊急通報を受け参上しました。
I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site.
負傷者はどこでありますか？
Where's the injured party?
事故って、
Huh? Accident, huh?
健太くん人形がゴミ山に生き埋めになっているとの通報でしたが。
But there was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile.
なんだ、びっくりした。
Huh? Oh, that. You scared me.
ケイチくん、脅かさないでよ。
Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun.
冗談だよ。
I was just kidding.
レナが一人で困ってるだろうなって思ってさ。
I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came to help you out.
レナのために？
Eh? You came for me? Uh-huh. Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake.
冗談だよ。こっちまで恥ずかしくなるだろ
Just kidding. You're embarrassing me now. So, huh?
冗談ってどこからだろう？どこからだろう？
What part was the joke? What part was it? I just ignored her bewilderment.
う。俺、どいたどいた。
Okay, now move out of the way.
で、どこだよ、健太くんは。
Where's Colonel Sanders?
あ、ごめん。
Ah, sorry.
ほら、この隙間から見える？
Can't you see him in that gap?
こりゃ、本当に生き埋めだな。
He's really buried in there. Can I see him? Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. For an arena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this.
この山を一人でどけるつもりだったのか？
You're trying to move this pile all by yourself?
その細い腕で。
With those scrawny arms? There's no way she'd be able to do that with her slender arms.
でも健太くん人形可愛いんだもん。
Colonel Sanders, so cute. Reduce! Oh, they give her the fucking the ooh-woo mouth in the remake.
お店の健太くんには鎖がついてるけど、これならお持ち帰りできる。
There's a chain on the Colonel Sanders at the store. This one, though, I should be able to take this one home. If Rena gave up on this Colonel Sanders, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime.
どいてろよ。俺がやる。
Out of the way, I'll do it. Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. If it got buried any deeper, there'd be nothing that could be done.
ケイチくん、レナも手伝えるよ。手伝わせて。
Keiichi-kun, I'll help too. Let me help.
帰って邪魔になるから下がってろって。
You just get in the way, so stay back.
よいしょー。
Yeah, you sound to be really handling it there, buddy. Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside. They quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it. No matter how much I threw out, there was still more. Even though I could see Colonel Sanders right there. After grandstanding like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic about how little I'd progressed.
本気でやるなら、斧とかノコギリとかがいるかもしれねえな。
I was gonna do this seriously. I needed an axe or saw or something.
もういいよ、ケイチくん。
That's enough, Keiichi-kun.
すごい汗だよ。
So sweaty.
そんな無理しなくてもいいよ。
You don't have to try so hard.
レナのためにやってるだけだ。
I'm just doing it for you, Rena.
気にするな。
Don't worry about it. Rena began sputtering and turned bright red. Or beet red. Grab my hand, Sanders. Save him! Colonel! Take my hand! Ah, whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. Take my hand, Sanders!
さすがに休憩。
I guess I just need a break.
こいつは手強いぜ。
This is pretty tough. I sprawled on my back over the grassy slope.
ごめんね。ごめんね。
I'm so sorry.
すごい汗だく。
Covered in sweat. Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. Felt pretty nice.
あのさ、ちょっとここで休んでてね。
Well, wait here a minute, okay?
私、家近いから、
My house is pretty close.
麦茶とか持ってきてあげるね。
I'll bring you some barley tea, okay? Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. That was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. There were bound stacks of not-so-reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a few years. It was quite a disturbing incident. Still haven't found one of the arms. It was just as Tomitaki-san said, and undoubtedly there would be a mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There's no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded. Somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. Didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it had happened here. I looked up every so often, checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wouldn't want her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mion said they didn't know. But it had happened, without a doubt. As long as Tomitaki-san wasn't lying. And if both Rena and Mion... Huh. Yeah, there was. If they just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Rena nor Mion wished to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. It made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Inamizawa dam worker lynching, murder by dismemberment. Here it is. The featured article was in the back, and it seemed like there was a photograph in the color pages at the front. Pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could have returned at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag and newspaper reporters were all bathing it in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. Tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site. Lynching and murder/dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions. A horrible image to see the site foreman as it happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was: the assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: the head, arms, legs, and torso. I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible an incident. Normally a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter. A brutal murder. Done by a group of people. Hatchets. Pickaxes. With a hatchet. Frightened me? Sorry. Did I startle you? Did I startle you? Oh, there goes my alarm. Let me take my medicine, gang. I thought I was gonna die. Rena dropped the hatchet she was holding onto the grass after being startled by my voice. Not cool. Keiichi-kun, you see, earlier, yeah, you said it would help if you had an axe or something, didn't you? So then I brought a hatchet for you from the shed. Rena floated her arms in a panic, and continued to explain and apologize. It seemed I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely.
ごめん。ちょっとオーバーに驚きすぎたかな。
I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. God damn it. No, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry. Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow.
最後の針はそのナタじゃないと壊せそうにない。
Doesn't look like we can break that last beam without that hatchet.
せっかく持ってきてくれたんだし、明日借りるよ。な。
You brought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow, alright? Okay.
何しょんぼりしてるんだよ。明日には健太くんが掘り出せるんだぜ。
Why do you look so glum? Tomorrow we'll be digging out Colonel Sanders, right? You're right. I really want to take Colonel Sanders home soon. We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea Rena brought and wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. Fascinating. I thought I was about to fucking get kidnapped. Tips unlocked. Oh. Let me see these tips. View new tips. The Hinamizawa Dam Project. Let's see it. October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin Number XXX, Hinamizawa's Electrical Development Master Plan was announced. The vast scope of the projected Hinamizawa Dam was to have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. The area to be flooded by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa, Takasudo, Kiyosu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged area would include 291 houses. Population, 1,251. 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worship would be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land was just too painful to bear. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuchi Guardians. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company openly refused. Performing unspeakable, heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of the villagers. The villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protest their homes to the death. Protect their homes to the death. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by the sublime power through unity. And they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigafuchi Guardians had been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onigafuchi Guardians Committee Chairman Kichiro Kimiyoshi. Interesting. This shit's political. Special tabloid report. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder / dismemberment. On X day of X month in XX prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction worksite in Shishibone City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder / dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam? They probably didn't mean to kill him at first. But as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the affirmation to Investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody could have mistaken as alive. XX-san had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. First, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself in to the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, XX, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, I soon began to think that they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area. But the de facto leader feared that the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him in to the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. XX had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. What does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. XX had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. We were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. Perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but XX threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up in his objections. But XX's plan collapsed in the span of one night. XXX, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. Criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader, XX's whereabouts, are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by XX has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, the horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that XX had said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the swamp. XX's car was discovered abandoned near the swamp. There were no clues to his whereabouts. XX didn't trust his companions. We cannot deny the possibility that he expected his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. Within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the swamp when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that swamp is believed to be bottomless. It's known as the Onugafuchi, the Demon's Abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the swamp is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demon from hell that was XX. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the swamp? The Zijin Dragon, bringer of luck and fortune. Prosperous future. Ladies leaping into your arms. Business success. Promotions. Ambition. Protection from harm. Not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed your money back. Zijin Dragon Bracelet DX. One piece. 27,800 yen. Yes, sir. I'll buy one right away. Interesting tabloid. What a story. Let's continue on. We still got another hour of the stream. Oh, neck hurts a little bit. Are we gonna tank it? The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together.
仕方ないじゃん。年齢も性別もバラバラだし。
No helping it. Everybody's a different age or gender. Transform! I love these sprites. Look how silly. Nothing here. They unrolled her sleeves in console. She's got rolled up sleeves in the original, but they took it away. They brought it back in the remake, I guess, but I don't really like the remake sprites.
体育の時間は校庭で体を動かすのだけが決まりなの。
Transform! Transform again. They look so silly. The only rule is that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising. All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but
きっと教育委員会はこの学校を見落としてるんだろうな。
the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school.
お待たせしましたです。
It's you! Transform! No, no. Yeah! The silly! Oh, she stanced up again. She's hitting the... Ugh! You can't really see me fully on camera. Transform back. I spilled orange juice on myself. Fuck! Did it get on my shirt? A little bit. Sorry to keep you waiting.
さてご一同様、今日の体育は何
Sorry, whenever Rika shows up, I gotta fucking switch to original sprites for a moment, because she looks so silly. I mean, they all look silly, but, like, she's the one that I've seen before. Like, I've seen this face. That just has a funny aura to me, because, like, I've seen that. I've seen her damn original sprites before. Gangsta, exactly. We're all together now. What should we do today for PE?
おっしゃ。
Dodgeball, but with rocks. Alright.
これでいつものメンバー全員集合だな。
We have all our members gathered now.
さて委員長、今日は一体どんな体育をやるのかな
Now then, class representative, what should we do for PE today?
やるのかな
What shall we do? Dodgeball with rocks! Mian Harumfin crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area.
瞬発力と持久力。
Explosive power and endurance.
スポーツの世界においては仲間などいない。
There are no friends in the world of sports.
すべてがライバル。信じられるのは己の肉体のみ。
The only thing you can trust in is your own body.
なんだそれ。漫画の読みすぎだろ。
What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat.
てわけで、温故知新。
And so we'll be taking a lesson from history.
古いながらもすべての要素を詰め込んだ屋外乱戦の王様。鬼ごっこで行こう。
The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. Fuck yeah, tag. I'm gonna kill people. Just what I was hoping for. I bet you love tag, because you're a little demon. Probably love hide and seek too.
家の一番に鬼ですの。
That dunderhead Keiichi-san shall be the first one to be it. Why me?
負けませんです。
I won't be beaten. I believe you, Rika.
レナも頑張るもの。今日は負けないぞ。
See, Rika acts all like sweet and kind, but like, she's a monster. I think she can fuck it up. I bet she runs the fastest, and we ain't gonna catch her. I'll try my best too. You can't beat me.
なんでお前らそんなにやる気満々なんだよ。
How are you guys all so into it?
快速第三条。ゲームは絶対に楽しく参加しなければならない。
The third rule of our society. You must partake in the game, enjoying it without question.
じゃあこれ部活なのかよ。
Yes, boss. Then this counts as a club activity? That's just fuck boy. Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. We'll see, boy. Regardless, Mion and Satoko looked like they were aiming for victory, and Rina was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage.
上等だぜ。鬼ごっこ。
Fine, tag.
乗ってやる
I'm in! My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. Oh shit, you're playing infected. The endgame would become a hellish siege.
ここいらではこの遊びのことゾンビ鬼って呼んでるけどね。
We call this version zombie tag, you see. Yeah, I'm familiar. We played it too.
なるほど。食われたやつがゾンビ化するからな。
I see. And when infected by a zombie, turns into a zombie.
なんでそんな怖いこと言うんだろう。だろう。
Why do you make it sound so scary, I wonder?
レナを捕まえたら生きたままお腹を食い破ってやるからな。
As soon as I catch Rena, I'm gonna tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Oh, damn, boy.
やだよ、ケイチ君。そんなのや。
Gross, Keiji-kun. That's gross. Tough shit. I'm going to kill you. Yuka-chan placed her hand on Rena's head as she panicked.
大丈夫です。ケイチに食われる前に僕が優しく食べてあげますです。
Don't worry. Before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. That's reassuring.
それは全然慰めになってませんわ。
Rika, that isn't comforting at all. Both Mian and I nodded deeply.
最初の鬼、ゾンビはどうやって決める？
She's trying, I guess. So, the first it. How do you decide who's the zombie?
じゃんけんか。
The rock, paper, scissors?
一応授業時間だからね。問題で決めよ
Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering
う。
questions.
問題を出すから答えられなかったやつがゾンビ。
I'll ask the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie. I have no idea which grade level they're coming from. Ask some shit the babies won't know. What does the Japanese word roku mean? Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mian repeated it.
だから答えるの。
So you need to answer.
僕は英語で。
What's roku in English?
6だ。
It's 6.
なら靴下は。
How about kuzushita?
ソックスだね。
Socks.
アルファベットの後ろから3つ目。
What's the third last letter in the alphabet?
X ですよ。
It's X.
では性別は英語で。
What does seibetsu mean?
もちろんわかりますわ。
Of course I know what that is.
それは
It's... I don't hear an answer! Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see, it's quite a lewd question, is it?
さとこは大人だもんね。
You're an adult, aren't you? No, she's like a baby.
知らないわけはないよね。
Of course you know what it is, right?
知ってますもの。
I certainly do.
知ってるもん。
Of course I know.
じゃあ言ってごらんよ。
Go ahead and say it.
あれだよ。あれ。
Was not plus 10. See, I think if you asked Satoko that, she would get it wrong. That, you know, that.
あれは英語で。
What does that mean exactly?
はあ、さとこちゃん困ってる。かわいい。
Satoko looks like she's in trouble. How cute.
持ち帰るなよ。犯罪だからな。
Don't take her home. It's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she might really have tried to take her home. This gang. Mian's pursuit was relentless, making Satoko stammer.
さあさあさあ言ってごらん
You
よ。
stupid.
大声で。
Now then, go ahead and say it nice and loudly.
あれ
What
は英語でなんという。
does that mean?
知ってるもん。
I do know.
知ってるもん。
I do know.
知ってるもん。
I do know. It's...
ザットですよ。ザット。
That means a previously indicated person, thing, or event. Huh? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, it certainly is what that means. It could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Satoko's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out you-know-what at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mion Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole.
仕方ありませんわね。
It appears I have no choice.
不詳、この北条聡子がゾンビ役を務めさせてもらいますわ。
That's a good sprite. What do you look like elsewise? Silly. Unfortunately, I, Satoko Hoji, shall assume the role of the zombie.
みんな食い殺してやりますですな。
I shall eat everyone. Seems like she's raring to go. Yeah, I figured she'd have fun with that. All I must do is count to 100, correct? Can you do that?
100数えるのはズルするやつがいるからな。
I gotta remember, she's 10. I'm treating her like she's fucking 5. Some jerks skip numbers while counting to
俺
100.
の問題が解けたら追ってよし。
So you can start chasing after you solve this problem.
ケイチくん、簡単なのにしてあげてね。
Whoa, Keiichi-kun, give her a simple one, okay?
5分の1のケーキと6分の1のケーキと7分の1のケーキを一皿に乗せました。
1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate.
分母が違いますですの。
Oh no, there are no common denominators? Sadako grabbed a stick in a panic and began drawing a cake in fractions on the
ケ
ground.
ーキ1個を60秒で食べられるサトコがそれを全部食べるとお皿にはケーキがいくつ残っているでしょう。
If Satoko, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Oh. Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted.
よーいドン。
Ready, go! On Mion signal, everyone but Satoko scattered.
ケイチくん、
Keiichi-kun,
それ問題じゃないよね。
that wasn't a problem at all, was it? Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Satoko doing rocket science over there. Satoko is fucking... She's like that video of that orangutan using a saw on a log. That's what she's like. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Satoko just rising up to start. She was really, really mad. Mwahaha. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. You devilish fiend, you. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions, would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. And think calmly, Keiichi Maibara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. And going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Meaning me.
さて、ケイチさんはどこでございましょう。
It's her, the demon has arrived. Or has she? I think she's back here thinking about fucking coming to kill me. Now then, where could Keiichi-san possibly be?
逃がしませんことよ。
I shan't let you escape. But of course. What would be the best method to track me down? Transform! Transform again! I gotta do that every so often. The sprites are so funny. What would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Perhaps some type of trail. If I could craftily hide my tracks, there'd be no trail for Satoko to follow. I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this?
見た？岡村。
Uh-huh.
ケイチさんを見かけなかったでございませんこと？
Have you seen Keiichi-san recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and Okomura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. But confirming she was heading in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. That's how it was going to be, to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, just counter in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with the ball.
すまんが伝言を頼まれてくれ。
I'm sorry, but could you relay this message?
北条聡子にご両親が校門に来てるぞってな。
Tell Satoko Hojo that your parents are at the gate, please. Message, message.
いいよいいよ。
Okay, okay. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off.
待て、まだ行くな。
Wait, don't go yet.
あと、園崎美音にもだ。
Also, take this one to Mion Sonozaki.
先生が校門のところで呼んでるぞって伝えてくれ。
Tell her the teacher is calling her to the gate. Muhaha, I am quite the schemer if I do say so myself. Things went well, then Satoko and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She'd figure out a way to escape. That was just fine. As long as it bought me more time. Mwahaha. Dance for me, Mion and Satoko. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I started spreading false information through messages, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Satoko would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. Back here. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but, if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed.
いないね、前原さん。
Ambara-san isn't around.
そっちいた？
Is he over there?
いない。
Nope.
ケイイチさんどこだろう？
Where's Keiichi-san, I wonder?
お父さんが校門に来てるのにね。
His dad's at the front gate. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell.
ねえねえ、ケイイチさん知らない？
Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at?
お母さんが急病で大変なんだって。
His mom suddenly got really sick.
前原さんに伝言だよ。
A message from Ibara-san.
家が火事だから急いで校門に来いって。
He said his house caught fire and he needs to come to the gate.
前原さん家にジャンボ機が墜落した
A
らしいよ。
jumbo jet fell on top of the Maibara residence.
警察が事情聴取に来てるって言っ
The
てた。
police have come to question him. Anything goes now.
趣味は抱き枕のコレクションなんだって。
They say he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. Ah?
夜な夜なベッドで抱きながら寝てるって本当なの？
Is it true that he's going around every night stealing pansies? Who are they talking about?
ふにふにの柔らかい感触がたまんないって。
I heard he wears panties on his head and smells them and stuff. No way I would do that!
委員長の写真貼り付けたのもあるらしいよ。
I heard that class representative Mion was a victim too.
へ
What? This was your doing, Mion. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. Small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all those things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. Haha. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear?
転校生の前原さんって
二次元萌えの人なんだって。
I heard that the new transfer student in my Barasan is a really perverted person. Cost of beating Mion at too high a price. Ah. Oh, someone passed below. That's Rina and Rika-chan.
リカちゃんはまだ無事かな。
Rika-chan, you're still okay?
なんとか頑張ってますです。
I'm getting by somehow.
みーちゃんも鬼になっちゃったみたいなの。
It seems Mi-chan is it as well. Mion? Couldn't be. She'd become it because of my little strategy? It's confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then, this wasn't good.
みーちゃんはなんとか巻いたけど、さとこちゃんは。
You finally got away from Mi-chan, but Sadako-chan,
さ
she's...
とこは土管のところを探してますから、ここはしばらくは安全ですよ。
Satoko is searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Rina was slumped on the ground breathing heavily, Rika-chan had started creeping up to her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks. It's strange. Couldn't be. Whoa?
リカちゃん、
Rika-chan?
何かな、何かな。
What is it? What is it? Huh?
大丈夫ですよ。
Don't worry. I've never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before.
なんで近寄ってくるのかな、来るのかな。
Why are you coming closer? Why?
リカちゃんはゾンビじゃないもんね。
Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she?
怖くないです。
Don't be scared.
僕が優しく食べてあげますです。
I'll be sure to eat you gently.
嘘だよね。
No way.
リカちゃんがそんな。
Rika-chan, no! That's tough, kid. Rina was pressed against the wall and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out just like a zombie. Rina quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It's quite a surreal scene of horror. One of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. At that moment, Rina's eyes met mine. Ketchukun, save me! Zombie Rika-chan turned 180 degrees, exorcist style, and glared at me.
いた。ケイちゃん見っけ。
Found him! And I see Kei-chan! Our whole scheme has been ruined. Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall in the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good.
ケイイチさんを見つけたですって。
You said you located Keiichi-san? I could tell that Satoko was rushing my way. It seemed that Rika-chan had let Rina escape, and now she was baring her fangs in my direction. Yeah, baring her fangs. Look at her. This is no good.
降りてこい。ケイちゃん。
Come on down, Kei-chan. The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses.
お前ら怖い。
You guys are scary.
怖すぎる。
Too scary.
ケイイチさんの腹渡はどんな味がするのかしら。
I wonder how Keiichi-san's guts taste.
ケイイチさん。
Keiichi-san.
ケイイチも僕たちの仲間になってほしい
She's
です。
scaring me. Keiichi, I want you to become one of us.
誰か助けてくれ。
Someone, please save me! I saw Rina apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Rina! I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Satoko and Rika jumped on top of me, and after straddling me, they tickled me all over my body. I've been had. I got fucking surrounded by fucking zombie children.
やべやべ。
Stop, stop! That's tough. Now you're a zombie,
ってこ
buddy.
とはあとはレナか。
So this means Rena is still left.
チャイムまであと何分もないね。
There isn't much time until the bell.
のれんレナ
And you, Rena.
よくも俺を見殺しに
How dare you leave me for dead? Feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt.
かわいそかわいそです。
It's sad. So sad.
でもこれでケイイチも仲間ですよ。
But Keiichi is one of us now. It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me.
ゾンビ鬼なかなか奥深し
Zombie tag is quite profound.
気取ってる場合じゃありませんわ。
There's no time to postulate.
レナさんを捕まえるのですな。
We must capture Rena-san.
校長が廊下を歩いてる。
The principal is walking down the hall.
もうすぐチャイムが鳴るよ。
Bell will ring soon. To devour Rena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds.
みんな聞いてくれ
Everyone, listen!
レナが大変なんだ
Rena's in big trouble.
今すぐレナを探し出してくれ
All of you, please look for Rena.
前原さん家にジャンボ機が落っこちたことより大変なの？
It's a bigger problem than a jumbo jet crashing into your family's house? Oh yeah, it had turned into that, hadn't it? Leon whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame. Just doing that.
ああジャンボ機なんか目じゃないぞ
No, it's called zombie tag, dumbass. He doesn't know, he's stupid. Yeah, it's not even in the same league as jumbo
レ
jets.
ナン地に墜落したのはなんと
What fell on Rena's house
小惑星だ
was a space colony.
小惑星ですって？
A space colony?
ああ宇宙人が作った装置で
Yeah, it's a really big disaster.
まさか俺もそこまでやるとは思わなかった
Everything in a 100-kilometer radius was obliterated.
しかも続いて今度は100個も
But that's only the prelude to this tragic tale.
地球軍の完全な誤算だ
This is the beginning. The start of a war for independence by the propagandapality of Xeon. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events.
地球軍って
What will happen?
私たち宇宙人と戦争でもしてるんですか？
Will the Terran Federation lose?
このままでは地球は壊滅だ
Things go on like this, they will.
しかしレナの放つ音速のマッハレナパンチなら小惑星を全て迎撃することができる
Only one person can defeat the Red Comet.
そう地球軍のトップエース
That person is Rina Ryugu.
レナなのだ
The lower grade students all gulped. It seemed I'd made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Rina.
さあチレ同志諸君レナを探し出すのだ
Now scatter, comrades. We must find Rina. My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't
で
gone.
もたとえレナさんでも月を押し戻すことなんてできるんでしょうか？
But I thought even the Terran Federation's impulse wave diffusal cannon didn't work on the Comet Empire.
心配無用だ
You're close. That's the white variety of those
つい
comets.
先日もレナは地球に激突するはずの水星爆弾を一つ弾き飛ばしている
The reason it didn't work was because they didn't know the weak point.
小惑星の100個や200個くらい音速を超える高速のパンチで一撃だ
Of course, Rina knows the weak point all too well.
リュウグウさんってすごいんだ。
Yugu-san is amazing. Satisfied with that, she also rushed off to look for Rina. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters.
ケイちゃんの才能をおじさんは改めて知ったよ。
Little Kei-chan's abilities. This old man knows them better now. Oh, I tapped out the game. It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever.
しかしケイイチさんもやるでございますわね。
Really though, how exceptional, Keiichi-san.
これは頼もしいですわ。
This looks quite promising.
でもこの人数なら勝てる。
We have this many, we can win.
これだけいれば勝てるよ。
With this many, we will win.
圭一はゾンビに立候補した方が良かったと思いましたです。
I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie. Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I'd let it slide for now. Gonna get her. Not even Rina would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Rina was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed.
怖いよみんな。
You're all scary.
圭一くんまで
Ichi-kun too.
怖いよ。
So scary. It probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Rina, saying she was the only one who could save the world.
みんなが何を言ってるのかわかんないよ。
What are you all saying?
レナはパンチで小惑星なんか破壊できないよ。
I can't control a mech.
レナさっきはよくも見捨てたな。
Rina, how could you leave me for dead?
覚悟はできてるだろうな。
Are you ready to pay for it?
さっきはごめんね圭一くん。だって仕方なかったんだもん。
I'm sorry about that, Keiichi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. Die.
おとなしく食い尽くされるでございますの。
Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured.
みんなで仲良しですよ。
Let's all be together.
さあレナ、念仏でも唱えな。
Now, Rina, say your prayers. Rina stumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating the situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Satoko and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Rina. Rina, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear.
圭一くんはみんなみたいなひどいことしないよね。しないよね。
Keiichi-kun, you wouldn't do mean things like everyone else, would you? Would you?
さあどうかな。
I wonder. It's gonna kill her.
さて覚
Water
悟
is
は
empty.
決まったかな。
Now then, are you ready?
いいよ。圭一くんなら。
Okay, so long as it's Keiichi-kun. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate, and my heart skipped a beat.
圭一くんはひどいことしないってレナ信じてるし。
I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me. You are wrong. I have a gun. Kidding. Our body won't move. It would be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. The second my sense of reason chimed in, the beast inside me died instantly. It was the bell. Game over. Yay! I did it! I did it!
生き残ったよ。
I survived.
わーいわーい。
Yay! Yay! Rina pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. No guns on school grounds.
あとわずかのところで日光が差し、悪のゾンビ軍団は廃人と帰したか。
So the daylight broke in the nick of time, and the evil zombie army disintegrated into the dust.
ヒロインが生き残るのは映画のお約束だもんな。
And so the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies anyway.
何を気取ってるのですの。
What are you postulating about?
圭一さんがもたもたしてるから。
This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling about.
お仕置きしますです。
Punishment is required. I was subdued by Satoko and Rika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles.
許して。
Forgive me. That's tough, buddy.
じゃあ生き残ったでしょうは竜宮レナと園崎美音。イエーイ。
And the award for surviving goes to Rina Ryugu and Mion Sonozaki. Yay!
あれみーちゃんゾンビじゃなかったの？
Huh? Mi-chan wasn't a zombie?
ふりしてただけ。敵を騙すには味方からって言うじゃん。
Only pretended to be one. They say you need to deceive your allies before you can deceive the enemy, you know.
うおーミオンてめえ
Mion, you little...
はいはい。
It's tough, buddy. Yeah, yeah.
急いで着替えないとね。
Hurry up and change, alright?
次の授業に遅れんなよ。
I'll be late for the next class.
離せサトコリカちゃん
Let go of me, Satoko. Rika-chan. That's tough, buddy. I can't help you. Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. I can hear the Higurashi crying. Get trolled, idiot. No, he got fucked. Mion got his ass. He was right about her not getting caught. He was like, oh, I don't think she'd get turned. He fell for it. I mean, fair enough, right? School day over. I'm actually gonna BRB. Oh, I changed the music again. I forgot that the hotkey does that. I'm gonna go to BRB to refill my drink. I'll be back shortly.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices. Plus, savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Kroger is worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hello. You need to know this. I ain't no Spice Girl. Do you know what girl power means to me? Sarah Vaughan, Lauryn Hill. That's real girl power, mate.
Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, rated R. Only in theaters May 17th.
What the fuck is playing on the thing now? What the hell is this? What did it autoplay into? What is this? Godzilla versus Hedorah? This is the full movie? This just went on autoplay. Well, you know, I guarantee if I leave this on, copyright thing probably won't even see it. That ain't my movie. No, but it is a movie. Give back the sun. Oh, you can't see what's happening at all. Y'all want to watch a movie this way? It could be fun. Never mind, that is my movie. Just the entirety of that just came on autoplay? Okay. Oh shit, it's Over the Hedge. Hey y'all, let's watch Over the Hedge. I hope everyone's enjoying watching Over the Hedge through so many filters. Over the edge? Over the what? Skip ahead. Where's the Verminator? That's not the Verminator. It's the bear. The Verminator... Where is he? Where's the Verminator? Where's the Verminator? Oh. Oh, this is when they almost fall to their death. Where's the Verminator? Where's the Verminator? Well, that's the credits. Okay, let's get back to Higurashi, huh? Back to it. I think I skipped the line by accident. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of that mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. A bit of excavating. So my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. Turning through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. You! It was Tomitake-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. Couldn't be that all he took were pictures of handsome young men in the twilight. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, is that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena. Guess by the way, Tomitake-san was shaken up. What was that all about? She was walking around with a bared hatchet.
それもニヤニヤと笑いながら。
She was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena, without a doubt. I expect that she was grinning in anticipation of taking Colonel Randy home.
身に危険を察して隠れたけ
Colonel
ど、
Randy.
警察に電話した方がいいんじゃないかな。
I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with a hatchet. Tomitake-san's reaction was the epitome of logical.
いいんです、いいんです。
It's fine, it's fine.
ほっといてください。
Just leave her be.
また犠牲者を探して徘徊しているだけですから。
She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tomitake-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's terribly hard for normal people to understand, Rena. I'll just toss out a bunch of baloney.
富武さんがここで殺されたら、多分犯人はあいつです。
If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it.
せいぜい嗅ぎ回らないようにすることですね。
Try not to snoop too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site where Rena was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitaki-san abruptly called out to me.
ケイチ君、それ、よそ者の僕への警告のつもりかい？
Keiichi-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but... Oh, okay, he knows it's a joke.
せいぜい気をつけることにするよ。
I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitake-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but I felt like I'd said something bad. Oh, you're in the fit again. Ichikun,
待ってたよ。今日も頑張ろう。
I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tomitaki-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving a hatchet around certainly would seem dangerous.
ナタは鞘とかをかぶせて持ってこい。
You should put a cover on that hatchet when you have it in public.
むきみはさすがにまずいだろ。
It's not good to carry it out around in the open like that.
なくしちゃったみたいで、ないんだもん。
Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Think about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Rina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry a hatchet around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious.
まあいっか。
Ah
今
well,
日で決めるぜ。
let's finish this today.
最後の針をぶっ壊せば引きずり出せるはずさ。
If we bust through this last beam, we should be able to pull him out.
準備万端。
I've got everything I need.
任せとけ。
Leave it to me. Okay. I took the axe from Rina and made my way up the unstable slope.
待っててね、健太くん。
Just wait, Colonel Sanders.
今、ケイチくんが助け出してくれるからね。
Ichikun will save you.
よっしゃ下がってな。
Alright, get back.
一気に蹴りをつけてやるぜ。
I'll finish this in one go. Solid thwack ran out Hinamizawa as if the job was being done by a lumberjack.
どう？
How is it?
うまくいきそう？
Think you can do it?
無理そうだったら無理しなくていいよ。
If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself.
ここさえ折れれば、あとはなんとかなる。
If I can break through this, then we'll be good.
今日は気力も充実。
I have plenty of power today.
いける。
I can do it. This adversary was far more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used a hatchet before. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired and decided to take a break. Rina had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets.
大丈夫
I'm fine.
もう一息
I'm almost there.
今夜レナが寝るときには健太君にお休みのキスができるようになってるさ
I'll make sure Rina can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Well, make sure you wash it first, okay? Yeah,
ありがとう
thanks.
健太くん。おやすみのキス。
Giving Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss.
そういえばレナも転校生だったんだろ
She wants to kiss Colonel Sanders, I guess. Come to think of it, Rina, you're a transfer student too, right?
前はどこに住んでたんだよ
Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I thought she'd lived here all her life.
お、
Hmm?
関東の方だよ。
In Kanto.
ここほどじゃないけど、やっぱり田舎だったかな。
It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside.
なんで引っ越してきたんだよ
Why did you move here?
ひなみ沢に
The Hinamizawa, I mean.
ほらここって結構田舎だろ
You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies.
ケイチ君はなんで引っ越してきたの？
Why did you move
お
here?
父さんの仕事と関係あるのかな？
Does it have to do with your dad's work?
うちの親父がアトリエを移したいって言い出したんだよ
Dad said he wanted to relocate his
こう
studio.
いう山奥がいいって前々から言っててさ
He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect.
アトリエ？ケイチ君のお父さんって芸術家さんなの？
Studio? Is your father an artist or something?
風景画ばっかり描いてる
He paints scenery.
年に2回くらいはどっかで個展を開いてるらしい
Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in Industry Plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall.
それってすごいね。
It's amazing.
今度レナにも見せてね。
Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. Oops.
でも楽器途中の転校だったんでしょ？
But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you?
大変じゃなかった？
Wasn't that a hassle?
別に
Not really.
都会ってのには飽きてたし
I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Rina, but ended up being the one giving out all the answers. A bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the hatchet and headed back to the worksite. Can we free Colonel Sanders? Oh, please! The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rina as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury.
ほらてめえ
You little...
ちくしょう
Damn it! I had swung the hatchet countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people, ever. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the hatch was not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulders as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. Clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet.
どうしたの？大丈夫？怪我したの？
What's the matter? You hurt?
ごめん
Sorry.
人形の腕壊しちゃったよ
The figure's arm, I broke it off.
なんだ、ケイチ君が怪我をしたんじゃないかって思っちゃった。
Oh, that's all? I thought Kichikun hurt himself. I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rina said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled.
ガムテープとかでくっつけて、その上に上着を着せるもの。
We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him.
絶対わからないよ。
Nobody will even notice.
そっかじゃあ引っ張り出そうぜ
Let me see. Let's pull him out then.
そっち持ってくれるか
Can you get that side? Okay. Colonel Sanders will be free. Still haven't found one of the arms. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Rena and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself. Shamefully enough, I was scared.
情けないぜ前原圭一
You're pathetic, Keiichi Mabara.
よっしゃレナ
Alright, Rena.
一気に行くぞ
Let's do this in one go.
せーの
Ready, and... Whoa. We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth and meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Ah, Colonel Sanders. He really is cute. Didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it.
じゃあ手伝うから持っていこうぜ暗くなるとまずいだろ
I'll help you carry it back. It'd be bad if it gets dark.
そうだね。
Yeah, right.
ケイチ君、本当にありがとうね。この恩は忘れないね。
I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this.
恩返しは何がいいかよく考えておくよ
I'll think real hard about how you can repay me.
どんな恩返しだろう。
Whoa, I wonder what kind of repayment. $5. Cough it up.
恩返しだろう。
I wonder. For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. He rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. That's gonna look bad. It's gonna look like you're carrying a body. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed hatchet. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitaki-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Lol. Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomitaki-san. Unable to grasp my sense of humor I had left behind. Interesting. Ow, my neck hurts from the posture I've been having. Well, that's a great point, honestly, to save and quit. Can we just go back to the main menu from here, please? Whatever, we'll continue, and we'll exit immediately. Get out of my face, Mion! I'm sorry. Sorry.
どうだった
But it ain't about you today. Exit scenario. Let's get out of here! Because that's where we're going to leave off for the night. Another, what, 2 chapters down, I think we got? That's not bad. What music to play, I wonder, as we wrap it up. Let me just do school days again.
When I started my edit,
That's an
I
ad. Get that out of my face. All right. Another day of Higurashi complete, everybody. Hope you all are enjoying the series so far. I had made a deal with Jaden to, there were terms, you'll see. But the deal is, on Mondays I will also be streaming Higurashi now. So, Mondays and Thursdays will be Higurashi Day. Saturday will be Dark Souls Day. So we're back on a 3-stream schedule. Which that means we'll get through Higurashi twice as fast. But yeah, Higurashi. I'm enjoying it so far. I see Pokken said you enjoy it. That's good. So, I'm enjoying it so far. The characters are fun. We're getting good fun times. I'm worried. Things feel ominous. Funny that Colonel Sanders loses his arm, and that's a bit of an omen, but, you know. I'm curious to see where things go. Thoughts? Well, I don't know. It's interesting that, we got a bit of political bits in there about, like, the people of the town of Hinamizawa trying to stop the dam from being constructed because it would, like, flood their town and stuff. I'm interested with that. The Colonel's omen. I'm really wondering where things are going to go, though. I'm curious, but I don't have any solid feelings yet. I don't know what kind of game this is. That's the thing. Is like, my idea of Higurashi is, I think, oh, we're having these great fun times with our friends, but there's gonna be grand tragedies soon. People are gonna start getting murdered. And, like, maybe that happens. What do we want for the thumbnail? I want... I want the CG that we get of... It's just for a second we get that CG of Rina with the hatchet. I would like a sprite. I want a devious smirk sprite from Satoko, as well as a smile sprite from Rika, because from the zombie game we were doing. It's psychological from what I'm getting to be set up. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's psychological horror, or if it's going to be straight up like people are going to get murdered. Like, I don't know. I'm going into this game very blind. Like, I don't really know what it is. For all I know, it could not be horror at all, and I've been deceived. Like, that's entirely possible. I don't know, though. I really don't know what to expect. Because, like, I don't really know what Higurashi is. I've avoided looking at too much stuff on the store page for the game. Like, I don't even look at the tags. So, I don't know what the game is tagged as on Steam. Which I think is for the best. I mean, we get that opening bit of the game, right? Where, like, it seems like bad things are going down at the beginning of the game. Seems like someone's getting fucking whacked to death. But... like, when does that scene take place? Is it before the events of the story? During? After? It feels like after, right? To me, like, I interpreted the opening scene, like, before, like, right at the beginning of the game, where you hear the fucking thwack over and over again. And so it's like, goodbye, my love. I feel like that's probably... Maybe that's supposed to be, like, chronologically at the end, but maybe it's before. I don't know. It could be. Like, it feels like the kind of thing where we get to the end of the game and it's that scene again. You know? Because, like, it was chronologically at the end the whole time. It feels like that kind of setup to me, but I could be very wrong about that. I don't know. But, like, obviously with the murder that happened at the dam site, that's, like, something there. I still haven't found the arm. Maybe we'll find the arm. That'll be fun. But I don't really know what to expect, because I don't know shit about the game, and I'm going to keep it that way, because I think it's better that way. I just get horrific vibes that Rina's going to bite the dust soon. But, like, I don't know. I don't know, maybe the zombie tag is also, like... Maybe that's also foreshadowing. Maybe Rina actually... In my mind, Rina is either the first to die or the last to die if she dies at all, right? Assuming people die in this game, and it's a people get murdered type deal, which is I get that feeling that that's probably what could happen, but I don't know. But like maybe the zombie game is foreshadowing of that. The more common the characters, the more insane they should be. I'm just worried about her because we're getting a lot of time with her and a lot of fun times with her, right? Because she's clearly supposed to be like... She's the character that clearly is kind of the love interest for Keiichi, right? Like, they spend a lot of time together, they have some chemistry. Like, I think she pretty clearly has some feelings for him. I don't know if Keiichi does, but I think he does a little bit. But... like, I think that there's romantic tension between them. They're the closest characters to each other, probably. So, I feel like it's very much set up for her to get butchered, right? Like, if this is an evil game, I would try not to think this deep yet. Right. Like, this is a long game. I don't want to think too deeply or try to 5D chess my ideas too far ahead, right? And be like, I think this is going to play out like this 100 hours from now. Like, I don't know, man. We have a long game ahead of us. That's one thing to remember. This game is long. It's long. So, we have a lot of time before stuff could even start happening. Like, I've been told that Higurashi is kind of slow at the start, which, I mean, I'm enjoying these slow times, so that's not a problem. It's just that I think it's going to be a while before stuff really picks up to becoming disastrous. Assuming disastrous things happen. Again, I don't know. Like Danganronpa predicting the events. Oh, my Danganronpa predictions. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Oh, very wrong. But yeah, I'll see you all on Thursday when we play Higurashi again. We'll probably get through another 2 chapters there. Which, it's kind of weird how they're named, because it's saying like, oh, you just finished chapter 4. But the game, like, I don't know if y'all know, well, Jaden knows, but Higurashi, like, the game is separated into separate chapters for each game. So there's chapter 1, Onikakushi. But chapter 1 is also made up, I guess, of sub-chapters, and we just finished sub-chapter 4. But that's it for tonight. I'll catch you all on Thursday for more Higurashi. Saturday, we'll play Dark Souls, and Monday will be Higurashi again. That'll be a new part of our schedule. See you all then.